Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a platform called Reactivate, which makes a pretty bold claim that it can completely automate the real estate lifecycle. We're going to look closely at the data and features from their platform to see exactly how they propose turning a completely cold lead into a closed deal, basically on autopilot. So let's just dive right in.
First, I want you to picture your current real estate workflow for a second. Imagine if your average speed to respond to a brand new lead was exactly 47 seconds. Not minutes, not hours, but 47 seconds. The source material claims this is the actual average speed to first contact using their system, essentially guaranteeing you are always the first agent to reach out.
And what if you could claw back exactly 12 hours of administrative busy work every single week? Just think about what you could do with 12 extra hours. More showings, more networking, or honestly, just taking a well-deserved weekend off for once.
Or, get this, what if you could systematically revive 38% of the dead leads currently rotting in your CRM? We all have that graveyard of past clients and old leads that we tell ourselves we'll totally manually call again one day, but let's be real, we rarely do.
Today's Explainer explores how Reactivate claims to achieve these staggering numbers. We'll be walking through 1. 4 costly pipeline leaks. 2. The Real Estate Lifecycle Engine. 3. 6 engines, 1 timeline. 4. Consolidating your tech stack. And 5. Pricing and ROI.
So let's kick things off with part 1. 4 costly pipeline leaks.
We have to start by looking at a universal problem in this industry, and it's a fascinating premise. The admin work you absolutely hate doing is exactly the work that loses you deals. Every real estate pipeline leaks in these exact same 4 places. Leak number 1, leads go cold before you can even call them back. By the time you respond, they've already called 3 other agents. Leak number 2, follow-up literally eats your whole day. We're talking endless CRM updates, writing notes, and drafting follow-up emails after every single meeting. It is the busy work that never ends. Leak number 3, thousands of dead leads rotting in your CRM. Your database is hands down the cheapest lead source you own, yet it goes completely unmined. And finally, leak number 4, you do great work, but you get 0 reviews and you have quiet sellers. You do a phenomenal job, but happy clients simply forget to review you. And on the flip side, sellers end up feeling anxious and ignored between showings.
Which brings us to part 2, the Real Estate Lifecycle Engine. To seal up these 4 major leaks, Reactivate introduces this core concept. The big idea here is that most tools out there just sell you one single piece of the puzzle, right? You buy a dialer over here, a CRM over there. But instead of all those disjointed tools, Reactivate proposes a single system of 6 specialized engines that handle the entire loop. You have capture, manage, meetings, win back, inform, and reviews. The magic is that each stage automatically feeds directly into the next. Since there are no handoffs between different pieces of software, there are no leaks. An AI agent answers leads in seconds, the CRM works the contact, the platform records your meetings, writes your follow-ups, sends seller reports, collects 5-star reviews, and wins back dead leads. It is the whole shebang.
Now for part 3, 6 engines, 1 timeline. This is the core philosophy of this platform. You should never, ever have to stitch together 5 different tools just to remember the status of one single client. By mapping a contact, let's call her Priya Shah, onto one shared timeline, you see her entire story chronologically. First, the AI agent qualified her inbound lead in 47 seconds and booked a showing. Next, you see the showing at 14 Oak Street, where feedback was captured. Then your listing consult was recorded and the notes were drafted. After that, a nurture sequence was sent, which you can see she opened and replied to. And finally, a 5-star Google review was published. Everything lands in one place. You always know exactly where a relationship stands without playing detective.
Let's look at a really specific example to see how this builds efficiency. Take their meetings engine, which replaces your standalone meeting note-taker. It records your listing consults and buyer calls, and it provides speaker-labeled AI notes. But here is the absolute game changer. A perfectly drafted follow-up email is waiting for you before you even get back to your desk. It literally lands on the timeline automatically before you even pull out of the driveway. There's absolutely nothing to type, which entirely eliminates data entry and immediately seals up that second pipeline leak we talked about earlier. Furthermore, their proofer engine ensures that when you do a great job, you actually get the credit for it. It automatically requests reviews when a deal closes or a job is done. And the really smart part, happy clients are smoothly directed to Google to leave a verified 5-star review, while the unhappy ones are directed straight to you first. This lets you manage your reputation effortlessly, completely on autopilot.
Moving on to part 4, consolidating your tech stack.
So this level of operational efficiency is great, but we have to take a hard look at the sheer financial cost of your current software setup. There is a stark contrast between a typical everyday setup and a unified system. A standard real estate agent's disconnected tech stack usually looks something like this. You've got a dialer and answering service for $99 a month, a CRM for $65, a meeting note taker for $30, a mass text or drip tool for $79, and a review request tool for $49. That totals around $322 a month for 5 different subscriptions with 5 different logins that don't even talk to each other. Whereas this unified system, Reactivate, does the entire job starting at a fraction of that cost, just $49 a month.
Cutting those redundant tools puts up to $3,276 a year right back into your pocket. And keep in mind, the source explicitly points out that this math is just the savings on software alone. That is before accounting for the found money. You know, the extra revenue from dormant leads your database has reactivated into booked appointments. These are leads you previously would have just completely written off.
And finally, Part 5, Pricing and ROIs.
So how exactly does this platform price its all-in-one lifecycle engine? They offer really simple pricing tiers with one massive benefit. There are no feature gates and no per-seat surprises. Every single plan includes all 6 engines. The solo tier is $49 a month for an individual agent, giving you one AI agent which can be voice or chat and a single seat. The team tier is their most popular at $149 a month. This gives you up to 5 AI agents and unlimited team seats, which is perfect for a growing team that really wants to run on automation. And for the big players, the agency tier is $399 a month, offering unlimited agents and the ability to entirely white label the software. You can run isolated client sub-workspaces under your own brand and domain. Plus, they heavily emphasize a 14-day free trial with absolutely no credit card required. So you can literally set up a CRM, build an agent, and work real leads before ever paying a single dime.
So, as you evaluate the leaks in your own real estate pipeline, and you think about the hours you spend on tedious administrative tasks instead of actually closing deals, the ultimate question remains, are you losing deals simply because of the follow-up you never got to? It's a provocative thought for sure, and perhaps unifying your tools into one single lifecycle engine is the way to finally answer no to that question. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this deep dive into Reactivate helps you completely rethink your daily workflow.